is net control for this evening, November 3 Foxtrot Lima, N3FL. My name is Fred. I'm located in Stevensville, Maryland, which is an island in the Chesapeake Bay, about 8 airline miles from Annapolis Harbor, a little bit further by water because you got to go around the point, get under the Bay Bridge. I'm running 350 watts PEP roughly to a vertical antenna, which has 64 radios under. It's located about 100 feet from the water's edge. The rig is an Elecraft K4D running an Ameritron ALS 1306. I have a active receive antenna array, 3-element active receive antenna array, 40 meter, 40 meter dipole. I can switch back and forth to on occasions to hear people. This evening we have right now 27 people that are on frequency checked in, and hopefully we'll get some more as time goes along. The way check-ins work on this net is that I pull all the call signs off a FreeDV reporter and off of NetLogger, and then we catch them on the fly as we go along the net. But the best way to get in is make sure you have FreeDV reporter active so that I can at least see you. And the preferred way is you download NetLogger, and there we go. As I speak, KA3EQU just came in on NetLogger. The preferred way, because that's really easy for me to handle. So I'm talk to Dudley so he can tell you about all the good things he does. He's the alternate control out of the Midwest in Texas. Dudley, your comments for the net, WA5QPZ, the FreeDV activity net N3FL.
All right, very good, Fred. Good signal, and you're doing well there out of Maryland and Stephenville. This WA5QPZ Dudley near Austin, Texas, running a Flex 6700 here into my amplifier, running about 500 watts here at the moment. I also record this net for playback later, but you can go to YouTube and search for my call, WA5QPZ, in YouTube, and see the live podcast. It's going out live. But you can also go to EchoLink, if you're familiar with EchoLink, and search for my call, WA5QPZ. There's an open conference there that people are listening to. And also on you can listen on CQ200, but for some reason CQ200 keeps dropping. I'll have to keep an eye on it as we go along here. But anyways, those are some of the ways you can listen to the net. And Fred, you were sorely missed last week. It was a noisy band and too many storms in the area, and people had to drop off because the storms are getting too close, and all kinds of things were happening. But we had a good time last week, and we missed you. N3FL net control is WA5QPZ.
Okay, WA5QPZ and the FreeDV 40-meter activity net. This is N3FL net control station. And for those of you who check into this net, you can now tell your kids, as I have told mine, I am a YouTube star. Yes, I sent them to YouTube. They didn't believe me. I sent them to FreeDV activity net, and they said, listen there I am, a YouTube star. You too can be one. Impress your kids and grandkids. So enough of that. All right, here's what we have tonight. We have 29 check-ins. That includes number 1, me, number 2, Dudley. So I'm going to read out the next 5 down the list. I'm going to read out everybody so you know who's checked in and you know where you are. Number 3, WB3DN, ZS2GK, portable 4, by the way. K5GI is number 5, N0PTK, RKP, N4YKU, AI6RE. And by the way, if you look on Dudley's, you should be able to see this net logger and know where you are in line. So if you got access to it, get on your phone, whatever, and go check out his website so you can see where you are on the list. Number 11, W7YC, KX3DN, N3TJK, KHCHY 830 is number 15. KQ4RGB, K0PFX, VE7NRW, K5ATO, number 20 is WK9I. KC3DTE 21, KI6HQT, W3NJT, K9UWB, number 25, KN4SHQ. W6BOT is 26, 27 is WA6SUZ, 28 KA3EQU, and 29 is AD9BX. With that, here we go. I'm going to read the next five guys up, just like in I'm playing baseball. Here we go. WP3DN is number one of the next five, ZS2GK, K5GI, N0P, A5DF. Here we go. Let's see if WP3DN is still around, and don't believe he is. Well, let's take a listen for him. WP3DN N3FL, your comments on that, please. Nothing heard. Next in line, ZS2 GK Portable 4, Glenn. Kent Store, Virginia. I think I've been there. M3FL, your comments on that, please. I got no decode on that, Glenn. You translated, I know what's going on. I didn't hear it on the EchoLink either. But Dudley, did you hear ZS2 GK? Did he decode for you?
No, I didn't hear him either direct or through Utah.
Okay, very good. Glenn, take a look at your system there and see if you have audio coming through. Man, out there, audio coming through, or it may just have been conditions. Next in line, K5 Gulf India. K5 Gulf India. Ken, your comments on that, please. N3FL.
All right, Fred. N3FL K5GI. That's good to hear everybody this evening. Most signals are good, a lot better than last week. I had to cut out because of thunderstorms. I didn't get on last week, but made it this week, and everybody sounded real good. So had an old very rainy kind of day here. Not much rain, but a lot of clouds. Kind of cold, but maybe tomorrow will be better. So that's about all I got for Fred N3FL K5GI.
Yeah, very good. K5GI from N3FL. Ken, thanks so much for your comments. And I think you're going to send your dreary rain our way this weekend. I can hardly wait. Next in line, Paul, N0PTK. Your comments for the FreeDV activity night, N3FL.
Fred and Dudley, I appreciate it. You're sounding good here. Jackson, Tennessee. I'm running the Yaesu FTX1 Optima. I'm at Tar Heel vertical. It's a mobile antenna mounted, about 300 watts out. I did want to tell you, I have a sidebander up at 7.185. He's giving me a little bit of distortion here, but I do want to notice I'm using a developer edition, and Dudley, you're in sync with EchoLink almost perfectly. That's the first time I think you've ever been in sync with it. I just wanted to let you know. I don't take up too much time. Glad everybody's on. Welcome to 73 back in that. This is N0PTK.
Very good, Paul. N0PTK, N3FL. Thanks for your comments. And I got to do something here. We'll leave that one this way. This one is this way. This one's this way. I'm trying to get everybody signed up here. All right, so I added some stations to the bottom of the list. Number 29 is 89 Bravo X-ray, 30 is WB4EEH, 31 is KF0HEG, and 32 is KM4INA. Welcome aboard, gentlemen. We are on number 7 at the moment, so we'll be a little bit away. Tim, AA5DF. AA5DF from November 3 Foxtrot Lima. Your comments for that, please.
So they need one of you here, if you're calling me out, one of these to see. Yes, FreeDV reported design on the cheat. I'm his first time on the net. Name is Tim Tango in Mike. I'm located about 20 miles east of Dudley. So running Flex Radio right here. But I try to get into the digital stuff and where you can run 100% Diggy cycle of revenue. So so far. Back to the net. AA5DF.
Okay, very good, Tim. Thanks a lot for your comments. AA5TF from N3FL. Whoops, yeah, that was a little bit of interference here. Otherwise, I'd have copied you. Beautiful. So thanks a lot for checking in, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Next in line. Here we go. The next 5. K4RKP, N4YKU, AI6RE, W7YC, KX3DM. Those are the next 5. First up, the K4RKP. Your comments for this, please. N3FL.
Well, good evening there, Fred. The whole good. Everybody's coming in beautifully tonight. Just sounds like downtown. So, nice to meet you, buddy. And there's some parks on the air today. They're not really officially but this set up at a park, and had a good time for a couple hours working after 8 in CW in the local park. And it was a beautiful day out there, and really enjoyed it. Come back to you, my friends. Enjoy the net, and we'll see you all later. 7-3 and 3FL of the group. Here's K4KP.
Yeah, K4RKP from N3FL. Okay, Bob, great. Sounds like you had fun today, and a great signal here. Beautiful audio and perfectly readable. Okay, now the next in line, N4YKU, indicates that he is receive only. So we will say good evening to him, and thanks for checking in. And next in line, Don, AI6RE, out there in California. Boy, let's see if I'm getting out there tonight as the days get longer and longer. AI6RE and 3FL, your comments on that, please.
Good evening, Fred. Well, we'll see if I do any better tonight. Last week didn't go very well. I think I got a USB flash and it took out the microphone, and suddenly I was not on the air. So, but it's a rainy day in San Jose, and right now the sun just came out, but we're supposed to have thunderstorms in the area. I haven't heard any yet. And you're solid as a rock out here. So is Dudley. And I don't have too much else. You're decoding perfectly, and we'll turn it back to you. Only running about 200 watts tonight. It seemed like if I get it much higher, that's when I get into trouble. So we'll turn it back. Thanks for calling. AI6RE, back to you.
In there, I believe our station needed. We want to come again, please. This is N3FL. Okay, maybe just to dump out. Okay, Don, 100% copy as usual. Thanks a lot for your comments, and we'll look for you next week. Sorry, last week wasn't so good, but that's the way it goes here on 40 meters. Next in line, W7 Yankee Charlie. Rick, your comments for that tonight. N3FL, the FreeDV activity net.
Okay, good evening, Fred.
Everyone coming in very nice. Good copy from all stations, both East Coast and West Coast and every between so far. Fred, I was curious. You made a comment before the net that when you were a young ham, you had an RF burn when you touched the microphone. I reminded me of the same thing when I was probably a couple of years older than you, but not much older. I had just built some Heathkit gear, operating it down in the basement. I had a vertical, high gain vertical up on the top of my parents' house. I went to touch the microphone that came with the Heathkit gear. It was an old Electro Voice mic. It had a metal handle, a metal mic element. And well, I tell you, when I touched my lips to that microphone, I got my first dose of RF burn as well. I know exactly what you were talking about there. Maybe chuckle a little bit. Anyway, good copy from everyone tonight. Back to you. N3FL from W7YC.
Yeah, very good, Rick. W7YC from N3FL. I got to believe that every amateur radio operator at one point or another suffers from an RF power. It's just that, boy, I didn't know any better. I mean, why would I'm just starting an amateur radio? Well, I learned real quick. Okay, next in line. Here we go. The next five. It's KX3GM, N3TJK, TJK, KHCHY 830, and KQ4RGB. Here we go. Don, an 84 PA, KX3GM, N3FL. Your comments on that, please. Okay, we'll catch Don on the next go around here. Let me put him in the right column here. All right, next in line is N3TJK. Give me 1 second here. Now you're receive only. So N3TJK is receive only. Good evening to you. I hope you're enjoying it. And we'll look for you maybe someday, maybe next week. Let's hear. Let's hope. Next in line, KHCHY. Dane, boy, did the band drop out? Or are we still in there? And this is N3FL. Your comments on that, please.
So this is KHCHY. Oh, and you're 23 over. You're 23 dB down here, Fred. So you got a great signal. I'm copying almost everybody. Even a guy out in California, and Don, he was almost Q5 copy here as well. Yeah, and everything, trying to keep it all together. I think I mentioned I will not be here next week for whatever that's worth. And I too had that experience with RF burns on my lips and fingers and other places. Those old high networks on the DX35 or whatever it was left everything hot as it could be if you didn't make sure you got everything grounded, and sometimes that didn't work. Great net this evening, Fred. Back to you in 3FL. This is KCHY clear.
Very good day, KCHY from N3FL. Yep. Thanks for your comments. And I'm not getting any burns right now, but I'm smarter than I was then, but it doesn't mean that I won't get them in the next go round. Okay, next, Dennis, 83O. 83O in Cedar, Pennsylvania. Can you copy me tonight? It's N3FL. Your comments for that, please.
Yeah, N3FL 830. Fred, beautiful signal tonight. We're down here in Florida, in Floral City, Florida. There's our home location. We're snowbirds down here. So about another 3 weeks, we'll be checking in on the net. The signals are great tonight, hearing almost everybody, and looking forward to contacts here during the week. We've been checking in 2 or 3 nights a week on FreeDV and running into some really fun people. That's it for here. N3FL 830.
Yeah, I'm using much in NetLogger. I didn't make any notes. and I don't remember, unfortunately. I'm beyond remembering these days. So let me just look down here at the bottom of the list. I added a couple more people down here. Number 31 is KF0HEG, 32 is KM4INA, 33 is KK4RR, 34 is KC5SW, 35 is KD8BNU. So you guys are on the list. Just hang in there. And we are on number 16, so we have a way to get to you. But let's do KQ4RGB. Let's see if you're still in here. May not be. KQ4RGB still around in 3FL. Negative copy. Now on to number 17. Mel, how you doing out there? K0PFX. From 3FL, your comments on that, please.
In 3FL, K0 PFX, Mel in St. Louis. Well, good evening, everyone on the net. Good signals tonight. Yeah, efforts from last week was pretty tough. We had some big thunderstorms in the area here. It was very noisy. I had a great day here, great weather. Got outside and got some flowers for the XYL, so we're doing good. We're doing good. Back to you, Fred. Good to hear you back in here. Great signal, 26DD, K0 PFX.
Yeah, very good, Mel. K0PFX from 3FL. Great signal here as well. It's the usual. There's always a good signal between you and me with that beam you have as well. Okay, so next on the list, here we go for the VE7NRW. VE7NRW. Neil, hot copy out there in British Columbia. Zen 3FL. Your comments on that, please.
On the net. Yeah, I'm copying you well, Fred. I seem to be at a little bit of a disadvantage here, probably on the west coast area. Probably not ideal conditions, propagation conditions for this time of the evening yet in my area. But I am copied Dawn AI6RE in California there quite well. Unfortunately, I'm just running off a small end-fed half wave and probably not, it's running north-south, so I'm probably not have the ideal setup here. I see, it looks like I'm the only Canadian on here at this time. I don't know if there's any other Canadians that ever get on here, but anyways, I see I'm hitting some people some of the time and dropping out others. So running 100 watts, but probably just not ideal antenna and location. Back to you, Fred, and everybody else on the net who might be hearing me. Victor Echo 7, November Romeo Whiskey.
Yeah, very good, Neil. Victor Echo 7, November Romeo Whiskey from November 3, Foxtrot Lima. I got, for those of you who hear that echo in the background, I listen on EchoLink as well to Dudley's feed, and it pays off. I couldn't copy it direct, Neil, but I did hear you on here. And yes, we do have other Canadians on here. We're just not on here tonight. I think we had 2 or 3 last week, or the week before. I wasn't here last week. But usually there's several Canadians on here. So I want to, where'd he go? N9 Bravo Tango Charlie was on NetLogger. I've got him in here. So maybe we'll catch him. He'll be number 36. So, and we are right now just finished with number 18 on number 19. K5AGO. K5AGO. John, your comments for that 10-3.
Hello, good evening. This is K5AGO, North Carrollton, Texas. And good evening, Fred and Dudley. I'm hearing almost everybody tonight. So it's very good band conditions. I'm running about
300 watts into a doublet antenna of about 35 feet. The weather, it's been rainy and cold, waiting for spring to show up. K5AGO back to net control.
Very good, Jack. K5AGO and 3FL, nice signal in here, 100% copy. Okay, so now we're going to go down the next five on the list, starting at number 20, WK9I, KC3DTE, KI6HQT, W3NJT, and K9UWB. Going back up to the top of that five list, K5, let's see, WK9I. WK9I, Jim, your comments on that, please, and 3FL.
Great conditions tonight and running near a UFT 710 at 5 watts up to a off-center fed dipole about 30 feet. So everybody is sounding great tonight. I'm hearing just about everybody as well. So, and Fred, it's nice to have you back. I won't keep it long, but thanks for letting me jump in, and hope to catch y'all on FreeDV over the next week. I'm 3FL in the group at here, WK9I.
Thanks. It's good to be back. It's a lot of fun, and like I say, I get bonus points with the kids because I tell them I'm a YouTube star, and of course they think I'm just an old fuddy-duddy man who knows nothing about social media or the internet. But anyway, here we go. Next in line, KC3DTE. KC3DTE. Ian, your comments for the FreeDV activity net and 3FL. KC3DT from N3FL. You did decode, but there was no audio. You need to check your audio path. Go look on your FreeDV screen and click on the display there in the middle, the graph. Click on From Mic and see if you see any audio coming out, and then check back in later at the end of the. And go over and click on when you click on the PTT monitor trans. You can do right click on the PTT, and you can monitor your transmitted audio, and that might give you a hint as to what's going on. Okay, next in line, KI6HQT, KI6HQT from N3FL. Ken, your comments on that, please. Okay, looks like he is not around at the moment. He's disappeared from FreeDV report. Next in line, let's see. I'm going to check to see if you're here. W3NJT, Rollins. Hopefully you can hear me out in Tawneytown. 3FL, your comments on that, please.
Yeah, hey, Fred, yeah, midnight tonight. Boy, hearing just about everybody for certain, and you got a great signal here. But yeah, just been playing around a little bit with the FreeDV about a week ago. I ran into 3 or 4 gentlemen on 80 meters about 1 o'clock in the morning, and maybe a pretty good time there playing around with it. So other than that, everything is good here in Tawneytown, and yeah, curious as to how you knew about Tonytown. Anyway, Fred, back to you.
So I went to, there's a bed and breakfast out there that I can't remember the name of it, but it's a colonial mansion that someone turned into bed and breakfast. And back in 1988, 89, I went out there with my fiance and two other couples from work. Stayed overnight. So that's how I know about Tonytown. All right, next in line, David. Dave, K9UWB. K9UWB. Dave in Rolling Meadows, Illinois. This is N3FL. Your comment for that, please.
Yelling in the mic too much. Yeah, running a Flex 6500 phone runner dipole. Then I do have a quick RF burn. Sorry, but in my 10 years, I built a antenna tuner, and I forgot to put a plastic knob on the shaft. So I learned about RF at a young age. Back to you, Fred, N3FL, the UWB.
Okay, K9UWB from N3FL. Well, I got to tell you, I jumped back in my chair when you said you forgot to put the knob on the shaft, or you didn't have a knob on the shaft. I know how it goes. I got to get this done. I'm just kind of tuned up to this thing right here. I'll just do it by hand, and whoop. Yeah, that's the way you learn. That's for sure. All right, next in line, KN4SHQ. I'm looking to see if you're on here. I don't believe that you are, but we'll take a listen for you. KN4SHQ, N3FL, your comments for the net. Okay, so now the next five on the list. Number 26, W6BOT, WA6SUZ, KA3, EQU, 89BX, and WB4EEH. First in the list of that five, W6BOT, in Texarkana, W6BOT. Let's see what you're doing here. Yes, you are copying me. Rich, your comments from that place, N3FL.
Thanks for running the net, Fred. This is Rich W6 Bravo Oscar Tango. Yeah, I haven't been on for a couple weeks. Little USB driver issue was keeping me away. Let's see, I've rearranged my antenna, so maybe it's coming in a little better, hopefully. And lately, I've been playing with Mesh Core. All the ham clubs down here in Texarkana are really getting heavy into Mesh Core. Actually, they are in some California club too. Seems to be getting really popular. Anyway, thanks for running the net, and nothing more right now. So I'll tell about it. W6.
Okay, Rich, thanks for your comments, and I am familiar with that as a result of the fact that I went to the Atlanta Hamcation. I saw a bunch of the vendors down there, got curious about it, been researching it. Maybe one of these days I would put a mesh-tastic repeater up there. There are a lot of people that, given my location on the midway between the eastern shore and the western shore of Maryland, if I got the repeater up high enough, it might get a lot of use. Who knows? All right, next in line, WA6SUZ. WA6SUZ from November 3 Foxtrot Lima. Richard, Dick, I'm not sure which it is. N3FL, your comments on that, please.
Let's see, using an AC whiskey, 991, you sort of get the time. 50 watts, and then double the antenna. This is my first contact. I just loaded up FreeDV a couple days ago, so I'm still trying to learn how everything works. Make sure I'm getting out okay. Appreciate you running in it, Fred, and it's good to hear the group, such a large group, and really nice audio. I'm enjoying it so far. So 7.3 and 6 SEZ.
Okay, Rick, WA6SCC and 3FL here, 100% copyable. The audio sounds good. And welcome to FreeDV. I've had a lot of fun with it. I believe as have many others. And we're looking forward to the future for it. 73 will look for you, and I think I've been to Ashland, North Carolina. But it was such a long time ago, I don't remember much. Next, KA3 EQU. KA3 EQU. Your comments need for the net, N3FL.
Okay, we are here. N3FL, Fred. This is KA3EQU. Good evening to you. Good evening, gentlemen. Yeah, probably copying probably 80% of the stations tonight there. And trio called and reminded me of the FreeDV net tonight there. I was upstairs in my office upstairs working on Hamfest things. We're getting ready for the September Hamfest here in Elmira, New York. It's going to be the 51st annual, and we've started to put together our committees, and then we had a Zoom meeting tonight. So I just finished with that when Danny called and reminded me of this, and I said, gee, I got to get down there. Had a little bit of trouble getting in the net logger because I don't use it all that often, but we finally figured it out, and we did get in there. But gee, what a great group! This is growing. It really is. I'm real happy to be a part of it. There, I'm glad Danny kind of turned me out to 3DV, and as we use it more and more, it's becoming easier and easier to use, and just a whole lot more fun. Really, so we're looking forward to checking in the net often. So we'll turn it back to you, Fred. Thank you very much for hosting the net and doing all that you do in with the FreeDV activity net. This is KA3EQ Impact.
Very good, me, KA3EQU from N3FL. Well, thanks for checking in. You sound great down here. And it sounds like you've got something going on up there in Elmira, New York. I will not be making that one. That's too far to go. But thanks to you and everyone else that puts on Hamfest. I really do enjoy them. I wish there were more of them in the local area. Okay, next in line, number 29, AD9, Bravo X-Ray. AD9 Bravo X-Ray from N3FL. Your comments on that, please.
Yeah, 89PX. First and foremost, Fred and Dudley, thank you for running this net. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. I'm hearing about 80% of the people when the propagation favors me. The people that I am hearing, they're just coming in wonderful. So that's good to see people are getting it all figured out. I hope I'm coming in good. I've got some technical issues with my Frankenstein Hermes light here. That's what I call it. And I keep fiddling with it, and I keep breaking it, and I'm gonna keep fixing it. But again, wishing everybody a good rest of the week, and I'll turn it back to Leandro and the rest of the group. Here for the little X-ray.
Very good, Jim. Alpha Delta 9 Bravo X-Ray. Your Hermes light sounds good today. And that's the fun of it. If it worked all the time, you'd be bored. So that's what it's all about. I added some more people to the bottom of the list. Number 36 is November 9 Bravo Tango Charlie. 37 is an SWL. We'll recognize him. King Victor 5 Romeo. And now I've got AA6 Zulu Tango. Whoops. Type that in wrong. There we go. So, all right, we're on a roll. And I'm hearing everyone, pretty much everyone, very well tonight. So, before I jinx it, let me continue on here. Let's see, did I have AJ6 Lima Golf in here? Let's just see. AJ6 Lima Golf. I do not. He's now on the list. So here we go. WB4EEH, Norman, Grapevine, Texas, N3FL. Your comments for the FreeDV activity net.
Hello to everyone on the net. This is WB4EEH Norm in Grapevine, Texas, which is located near 30 years now, so we're airport. So if you phone in the airport, you phone over my house probably. I'm receiving most everyone, not the West Coast. So I'm running 100 watts. Hope everyone's hearing me. You're raining really good here today. And we always need rain in Texas. So I'll turn it back to you in 3. Yes, in 3, I had to look for call. In 3, I found WB4EEH.
Okay, very good. WB4EEH and 3FL. Thank you, Norm, for your comments on that. You were in and out a little bit here. There is some interference on frequency that's getting me, and a lot of people haven't been able to copy. One or two I'm not copying tonight, but overall, I seem to be copying just about everybody. Here's the next 5. We're getting close to the bottom of the list. We have 40 on the list. We're at number 31. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Hotel Echo Golf. Kilo Mike 4 India November Alpha. KK4RR, KC5SW, and KD8VNU are the next 5 up. First in line, KF0 HEG. Jim, your comments on that, please, N3FL. Nothing heard, nothing. Next in line, Kilo Mike 4, India November Alpha. Kilo Mike 4, India November Alpha. Are you still around? Oh, yes, you're there. This is N3FL. Your comments on that, please. Dudley, you want to give Kilo Mike 4 India November Alpha a call? I don't think he's hearing me. He's too close to me. That's Kilo Mike 4 India November Alpha. W5 QPZ, give him a call, see if he can start him up N3FL.
Okay.
Okay, some days you have it, some days you don't. Right now I don't have it. Here we go. Next in line, we'll try and pick him up. We'll set him as not heard status or needed status. Next in line, KK4. Where's my microphone here? KK4RR, High Point, North Carolina. KK4RR N3FL. Rick, your comments on that, please.
Thank you, and good evening to all. Regarding RF burns, they're sort of limited to my early days of ham radio when my transmit receive switch was a switch, and my dummy load was 150 watt incandescent light bulb. And I remember very quickly learning to keep my mouth a distance away from the microphone. Now, when I have RF problems, it's RF getting into my computer and shutting down programs like getting my computer a little bit better. Thank you so much for holding the net. FreeDV is a blast. What a great mode. Enjoying it immensely. Back to net control. This is KK4RR.
Boy, double pole, double throws, nice switch. And I can see that clearly in my mind. Well, I was operating my 630 meters and 2200 meter antennas. I was switching the tuning systems back and forth by running outside and throwing a double pull, double throw night switch. Going back to the days of old. Worked pretty well. It was a cheap way to switch tuning systems to make the vertical work. Okay, next in line. It's Sierra Whiskey, Sam. How you doing out there in Mules, Texas? N3FL, your comments for the FreeDV Activity Net, please. Okay, I said Sam, you need it. I know he's here. Next in line, KD8, Victor November Uniform. KD8, Victor November Uniform. Scott, your comments for the FreeDV Activity Net. This is N3FL.
TFL. Good evening. Well, I'm the usual 20 watts here, near the north coast of Ohio. And like the ACV out here in the 70s, again, usual for April in the evening. Just restrung my antenna a little bit right as the net was getting started. So I'm getting a little bit better. Who knows? We shall see. But that's about all I have for the nets. I'll turn it back to you, Fred, and 73s, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon. 88 VNU.
88 VNU, Scott, from N3FL. No, beautiful signal here, 100% copy. Sounds great. Sounds great. 20 watts. That's, you sound just as good with 20 watts as you would if you had 20 kilowatts. Okay, next in line. I want to go back. I saw KC5SW transmitting there. Sam, I think you're around now. You want to give us your comments on that, please, N3FL? Okay, we'll catch him again later. Okay, next in line. Let me next run the next 5, and I need to add some to the bottom here. I've got to put in KF6 Italy Whiskey Whiskey is number 41. And the next about 6 away from you. So next in line, November 9, Bravo Tango. Let me read off the next 5. November 9, Bravo Tango Charlie. We have an SWL in there. Of course, you can't transmit. Good evening to you, and I hope you're enjoying the net. King Victor 5 Romeo, AA6 Zulu Tango, AJ6 Lima Golf. Those are the next 5. Let's go to the top. N9 BTC. Greg, your comments to that. Send 3FL. Okay, looks like Greg is not around now. Hopefully we'll catch him another time. Next in line, we skip over the shortwave listener. Thank you so much for checking in tonight with us on NetLogger. We look forward maybe someday to you getting your license and joining us here in this fantastic hobby, amateur radio. Been one since I was 12 years old. And I'm not going to tell you how many years I did, but it's greater than 60 and less than 100. Okay, here we go. Next in line, King Victor 5 Romeo. King Victor 5 Romeo. Let's see if you're still in here. I can't flip the switch. Can't flip my screen enough. N3FL, your comments on that, please. Okay, he's not around. Next in line, there's the last 3 on my list. AA6 Zulu Tango, AJ6 Lima Golf, KF6 IWW. Here you go, guys. And next is AA6 Zulu Tango. John, your comments for that N3FL. Okay, I see he's no longer on the FreeDV Reporter. Next on the list, AJ6 Lima Golf. I see you on there. I see you're copying me, Jeff. Your comments for that, please, is N3FL.
Yeah, good evening, friend of the net. This is Jeff Alpha Juliet 6 Lima Golf. And so far tonight, the only station I've been able to copy is you, Fred. Copying you well, but nobody else. So it leads me to a question. I'll ask you, and maybe you can forward anybody else who answers. What is the optimal AGC setting that FreeDV likes best? Is it no AGC? Slow, fast, or auto AGC. Back to you, Fred. AJ6LG.
Okay, AJ6LG from N3FL. Yeah, let me turn this back down, Jeff. Yeah, no, I couldn't copy it direct, unfortunately. I was listening to you on EchoLink. So the answer to your question is, I don't think you want to use fast. You want to use slow, and I'll tell you why. Because the FreeDV signal is wide, 1.2 kilohertz wide set of, I'm not sure how many carriers it is. I'm not even going to guess. But those carriers, they're almost, from the AGC's perspective, it's going to see and work on all of those carriers. It's not going to jump up and down like single sideband does. It's going to be slow fades or slow increases. So you want a slow AGC on there. Fast, you can run fast AGC. It will pop your AGC, and that will possibly disrupt your decode of FreeDV. But if you have slow and you get a pop and noise or something, it won't make any difference in terms the receiver won't change its gain, and that's good, I think, for the FreeDV mod. I'm more than happy to have anyone else who has better knowledge. I may defer here in a second in case you're a PFX, he can comment on that. But I would run slow. All right, next in line. Last on the list right now, KF6, Italy Whiskey Whiskey, Kevin in Yucaipa, California. Your comment N3FL.
KF6 IWW,
Yeah,
KF6
Kevin.
IWW, WA5 QPZ. Let me try it, Fred. KF6 IWW, KF6 IWW, WA5 QPZ. Go ahead, Kevin. Oh well, we tried.
Yeah, and for some reason, this call sign just jumped out of NetLogger. What the heck? All right, let me see if I can get it back in there. All right, so there we go. So he was number 41, and I saw him try to make a transmission, so he may have an issue in his end. Maybe he's not threaded RF feedback into the computer. Anyway, there we go. Next in line, we have two more people I've added to the bottom of the list. KG4GEK and then KE4GBA. So I'm going to turn it first to Greg, KG4GEK. Your comments for the FreeDV activity net in 3FL.
Well, it says KG4GEK. Just happened to click this over at NetLogger and realized you guys were on, so figured I'd drop in and see what was up. Not much going on. They're back in.
Well, thanks for dropping in, KG4GEK. Yeah, it's always good to hear stations, and it's really what we're all about here is the not only communicating to see who can hear us, but also who we can hear. Next in line, KE4 GBA.
Yeah, I'm looking for you here on FreeDV Reporter.
I see your name is Anthony. I'm not sure what you go by. KE4 GBA N3FL. Your comments for the net, please. And you sound great, Anthony. KE4 GBA N3FL. Good to hear you this evening. And pretty brief comments. Thanks for your brief comments. Stick around and work some people after the net here in a minute. Okay, so now we've been all the way through the list, 43 check-ins or participants. And if you have not already checked in, let's do people that haven't checked in first and want to check in. Give me a call now, and then we'll pick up second round. This is N3FL.
Yeah, KJ6DQR here upon Springs.
QR from N3FL. I think we missed you on the first run through. So good evening. Let's get your comments for the net right now while we've got you in line here. It says N3FL.
Well, again, I'd just like to thank you for doing the net. And I have anybody here. I sparked some interest in this FreeDV here in Southern California. If anybody is willing to do a Zoom meeting with our Desert Ranch group here in town, you can look up my email on QRZ and let me know if they're willing to put on a demonstration for us, a mentor that's willing to do that. And that's about it. You guys have a great week. I definitely enjoy this night. Thanks, you guys. KJ6, the QR.
Yeah, very good, Earl. KJ6TQR from N3FL. Well, there are several people, K68Q out there, Munir, who is the software guru for the FreeDV GUI that we see, implementation of it that we use. He's a good guy to give a presentation if you can get a hold of him. K68Q, Munir. And I'm going to be careful and not. K0PFX has been known to do these things. I don't know if he's still around or available to do it, but he has several presentations and is very knowledgeable in it. Okay, so now let me go back here and KC5SW. Sam, are you there? This is N3FL. Okay, missed that. Next, let me do this. So people who didn't get a chance to comment during the course of the net for whatever reason, if you'd like to give me a call, we can set you up for some comments now in 3FL.
So we see the two golf pillow. I'm making it across to you now, Fred.
Yeah, it's NS2GK from N3FL. Yeah, Glenn. Go ahead. You want to make some more comments? I got you through that time, boy, but I'm right at the limit. N3FL.
I said I just I see I overmodulated there quite a bit. Let me see if I can just turn this down a bit there. That should be a little bit better, maybe too low. I just better with my audio here. I've been trying a couple of different microphones and things, so managed to it seems to be working now. So yeah, very, very nice for the net. Thank you very, very much for presenting it there to you and Dudley. and I can hear myself on that thing. I couldn't connect to that earlier, but I managed to get through now. Yes, it's working, so quite happy about that. We can participate a bit further next week and see what happens there. Thanks very much, Fred. And see you follow the group from Whiskey 4/Zulu Sierra 2 Golf Kilo. 73.
Yeah, very good, Glenn. Zenistute GK from N3FL. Yep, you're in and out here. We're just not the right distance. Apart, and if I remember, Kent Store is somewhere just out south of Charlottesville, south and west of Charlottesville, if I remember correctly. All right. Anyone else that has was missed in the go rounds and has comments on that? 10-3FL.
And I got a comment for Earl, Fred.
Okay, go ahead, give your comment to Earl, and then I saw that WP3DN is back in here, and was it WA0QHJ? I think we also had some, or there's also, we have WA4FU in here. Some new people jumped in. Go ahead, Dudley.
Well, go ahead and pick up WP3DN. He was having some difficulty earlier. I'll catch Earl in a minute.
WP3DN. WP3DN. Let's see if you got your aesthetics going down there. Gen 3FL.
Is today Divine the Junior. Thank you for letting me check in. Thanks for the night and listening.
WP3DN from N3FL 20 watts. Fantastic. That's amazing. And I know some people were asking about the implementation on the BitX on the digital voice group. So if you can get on there and give some free feedback to them, I'm sure they would appreciate it if you haven't already done so. So let's see, I got WA0QHJ that wanted our comments. This is N3FL. Go ahead, Doug, your comments on that.
Okay, real good, Fred. Yeah, we haven't been on for a couple weeks. We've had a lot of thunderstorms there in the Midwest the last week or two and a lot of noise. But tonight, signals are just fantastic. So I just wanted to check in and make sure you can still hear me. Your signal is 15 to 16 into Nebraska. Thanks, Fred. This is WA0QHJ. Over.
Very good, Doug. 100% copyable. Good signal in here, and good to have you back. I wasn't here last week, but good to have you back again. Here we go. I've got one more to check in. It's KO6HXC. KO6HXC. Your comments on that, please. This is N3FL. Okay, looks like he came and went. Anything else? Any other comments for the net before we sign out here? This is N3FL.
Kilo Charlie 5 Sugar Whiskey.
All right, gotcha. How you doing, Sam? Good we caught up with you. KC5SW, how you doing this evening? Your comments on that, please.
Thank you very much, Fred. Greetings to all from Euless, Texas. I've been having some brain resolution when I thought I was translating. I wasn't.
Well, we had that all figured out. These are some of the things that makes the amateur reader less boring. Anyway, I wanted to mention that over the months and weeks, I have noticed that FreeDV has been evolving in terms of the audio. You know, there was a point in time when it was more like a chipmunk, but now the inflection and the nuances within the voice is becoming more well defined, and that's good. I just want to acknowledge that. This is Killer Child 5 Sugar Whiskey in Euless, Texas. Back to that.
Sam, Kilo Charlie 5, Sierra Whiskey and 3FL. Very good. Yeah, it's come a long way. So, I'm going to take this opportunity to close the net out now. I've got to take care of some other things here and around the house. So it's been great, great evening, and thank you everyone for your participation. We look forward to working you next week. Have fun with FreeDV in the meantime. This is N3FL closing out the FreeDV Activity Net 73 to all, and good night.
Hey, thank you, Fred. Great job, and glad to have you back this week. And we'll look for you next week. This WA5 QPZ and Earl, don't run off.
Hey, Dudley, I got a question for you.
Yeah, who's that, Sam?
I wanted to something recently, and I'm just wondering what to pronounce his name. A-E-T-H-E-R. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, give me the first part of it. Well, give it to me again. The first part of that dropped out. Say it again.
In the software recently, I can't even pronounce the name. It is spelled Alpha Tango Echo Tango H. Anyway, it's Echo Romeo. Do you know what I'm talking about? Back to you.
Yeah, there's been a couple of new systems that come up. The Aether, AESTR, SDR. That one will. He has variants there that'll run on Windows, the Mac, and also Linux. And run natively on under Linux and Windows, and it works pretty good. He's putting out new versions almost every day. There's another one called RIMU, and that one you pay for, but it's much like a Smart SDR. Resembles that a whole lot. Yep, I know about them both. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Dudley. Yeah, I was wondering if Smart SDR is beginning to clone itself and spawn several likeness. This one just bumped into this week, and it appears to be not just more intuitive, but more preferable from some people I've spoken to. Anyway, I just wanted to check with you if you've noticed that and if you had anything to do with it. Yeah, that's back to you.
Sam, I don't really have anything, to do with either one of those. They're just variants. Now that I have to say that the Aether, it came up. They built that in 3 weeks, and they used Claude AI to help them do that, and it did a really good job of it. It's got all the bells and whistles of, and plus some, on top of Smart SDR. So if you get a chance, you can load it, like say Windows or Linux. I've loaded, I don't have a Mac, so I didn't load that one, but I have loaded the Linux and the Windows version of that, Sam. And Sam, hang on just a second. Let me get with Earl. KJ6DQR. This is WA5QPZ. You still here, Earl? KJ6DQR, WA5QPZ. Well, didn't hear him come back. I'll drop him a note. Gonna make a suggestion for him. But yeah, I do know about both of those. Sam, go ahead.